What's up with Big Ball Guy or Big Balls Guy? Does he have both balls?
Man has surgery for 134-pound scrotum.
He walks around. Now he's sitting on some type of bus here,
right?
And a public, bus. And he carries around a plastic milk crate, those milk crates, with a pillow. And he's got to sit on the chair, and then in between his legs, he puts the milk crate upside down with the pillow on it, and rests his gigantic 134-pound ball bag on the milk crate and pillow.
Yeah, that's a huge fucking ball.
He wasn't born this way.
What a burden.
It just started growing?
For 5 painful years, Wesley Warren Jr. watched as his scrotum slowly swelled into a 134-pound mass that hung to his ankles.
All right, get Dr. Steve
Well,
on the phone.
why the fuck wouldn't he stop when it was like...
Well, maybe it'll get better.
When it was like...
80 pounds.
It's like if the diameter of your ball bag increases by like 1/8 of an inch, how about you go to the doctor?
But there's a lot of wiring down there. How do you take care of that?
He recalled a mid-sleep maneuver that slammed his right testicle. I felt the most enormous amount of pain that one could possibly imagine.
And then it just starts growing from that
pain
point?
quickly subsided as if a big rig was rolling off his scrotum.
Right.
I felt like I dodged a bullet.
Oh, big rig.
The following day, the sac had stretched to the size of a soccer ball.
So did he go?
He's not saying.
I went to the ER and they treated it as though I had some kind of infection. Antibiotics. Went to other doctors. No one was able to figure out anything for me.
Oh, please.
They would refer me to other doctors because I don't have insurance or the financial means to pay for these folks on demand. The appointment would be 6 weeks away or 3 months away. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Lives off disability.
You think?
Yeah.
Who's going to hire him?
He had help
Quite
from
the distraction at the workplace.
Yeah. Ooh, look at this ball bag.
Right.
Jesus.
He got donations from a show down the hall.
What?
He turned to radio host Howard Stern for help soliciting donations.
Oh, he did?
Wow.
What? And he got money?
Apparently.
They probably got
people
money for
sent
an
him,
interview or
sent
something.
him money.
Did Howard make him show it?
I don't know. I think he just did a phoner.
I would have. Ooh. Nah, you got some set of balls on you.
Oh, Dr. Steve will be calling us to talk about big balls in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
All
He's
right.
just dropping his children off.
Oh, okay.
I would have said to the guy, "You're nuts."
That's pretty good, Chip.
I know.
Oh,
13-hour surgery.
So what is he down
for
to now?
what? Like what
To
was?
remove the 134-pound mass.
But what was the mass? And how did he get it? Just by rolling over in his sleep?
Nah, he rolled over in the sleep, and it fucking. That's when he realized he had something going on down there.
Something ruptured. It's some kind of a fluid collection.
Blood.
No, he already had something growing, and when he maneuvered in bed, it exposed it to him.
Scrotal
Yes.
lymphedema?
What is it?
Lymphedema.
Lymphedema.
Scrotal lymphedema. Scrotal lymphedema is what happens when your scrotum grows.
Buildup of fluid.
Fluid, the mass, and tissue.
Tissue.
It will knit itself into the fabric of your scrotum.
You know, those things you can't get on the show.
Yeah.
Tissue.
Tissue, I don't even know you.
Yeah.
Hey, this is what you get when you wash your neck. You get Kleenex. Dr. Steve Chipperson. Or something. Fluids or something.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's a big mass or something. A bunch of people in church inside of your scrotum or something. You know, like Dr. Steve Chipperson?
No. Who would? Flat.
Yeah, a bunch of fluid.
Wow, that's. I hate those stories. You gotta like grab your balls when you're hearing these stories. I don't know why. Grab yours. Ow. Ooh. I don't like that.
Yeah, bad as bag must have
Oh
smelled.
my God.
Oh.
What happened?
You know that feeling you get in your balls when you go in a car, and you're going over a hill, where you're going downhill and then it goes uphill really quick?
Like it sinks back into you?
What is that? I gotta ask Dr. Steve that. Why do you get a feeling in your ball bag when you go down a hill and then back up like that? What is that?
Well, it's basically it's just sinking back, and it's gravity kind of pulling you back towards the center of your own gravity, which would be where you're seated.
I don't buy that.
Yeah.
Because it's when you go up and over a hill, or when you go down and up. So you're getting the the increase in G's and negative G's on your ball bag.
Doc, you don't have any H's or I's or something.
Yo, we got
it's fucking awful.
I got a mustache. That's when you have a bunch of mushes and you hide them somewhere.
we got a guy that had this in the 8th grade.
Oh, stop.
Jim in Philly.
Right
what do you got?
Big balls.
Yeah, it's called testicular torsion.
Oh.
And the same shit happened to me like it was like the summer of 8th grade, and I woke up one morning and
My balls do imitations. It's testicular gortion. It's an old joke.
Yeah, it's funny though.
It feels like you get hit in the balls like just all fucking day, and then it gets this. Mine didn't get like a soccer ball. I mean, I would definitely collect donations at that point, but like I got at least like a softball.
Don't they also call that like a twisted yo-yo or something?
Yeah,
like your ball, your testicles in your sack, they are connected. Obviously, they don't just sit there like click clacks. They're connected with some fucking tubes and shit. And they have to be able to drop down or suck back up.
Right.
So it actually is like a little yo-yo thing. And that whole that little array of stuff that holds your balls there, it could sometimes twist and kink like a hose. Like a kinked hose.
That's exactly what they explained.
And that fucks up your fucking balls.
And yours got up to the size of a softball. What do they do for you?
Well, it was the worst part was that my grandparents were over watching me, so I had to go to my fucking 80-year-old grandma and say, hey, I think something's wrong down there. And
I was bit by a snake, Grandma. You got to suck the poison out.
Yeah. Well, then why are you putting it in my ass? To get it ready for your mouth.
That guy just calls in to help the show out. And then he's fucking his grandma in the ass.
And then the mouth.
Doing ATM
and
with
then the mouth. A little
grandma.
ATM.
Great.
Yeah, exactly. Pull those teeth out.
I guess we don't care what happened to you. But do you have normal balls now?
Well, I mean, that's the shitty part, because once they expand to like a softball, I mean, like, they don't grow back to it's like losing a lot of weight at once. So I got like some wrinkles. So I look
Got
like
half a Hulk bag.
You got a lot of skin down there?
Say what?
You got a lot of skin down there?
Yeah, but like
a deflated basketball or something?
There you go.
That fucking blows.
When someone says, slap me 5 cents, give me some skin, right? So you just throw your balls or something. I says,
Dr.
But they told you, they were like, if you didn't come to us sooner, you would have lost, you would have not been able to have kids and shit. So yeah, they're really fucking serious.
I love it.
All right, Jim. Thank you. We got the man himself on the line. Dr. Steve, we got a story of a guy, his fucking balls or his scrotum got up to 134 pounds.
Nice.
And he said he moved in the middle of the night and fucking felt incredible pain. I guess he, twisted the wrong way or something, and that's what he's claiming caused this, which I doubt very much.
Yeah. Yeah, that's called massive scrotal edema.
What the fuck?
And, well, a lot of times it'll happen when the venous supply of the scrotum is blocked. So here's the thing. Veins are very compressible, thin-walled vessels, whereas arteries are muscular and hard to compress. So if you get some compression of the vein, then the arteries can still pump blood in. But
oh, man. Water fucking balloon.
Yeah, it's just a hydrostatic situation where you've got water pumping in and it can't come out, and so it just pumps this scrotum, which is already pretty loose and elastic, and it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger. It will stop when the pressure pushing in equals the pressure pushing out, but with the scrotum, that takes a long time. It can get huge.
Oh, my God. So when they say they removed a mass, though, is it just fluid, or is it...
It's probably stretching the shit out of stuff in there, right?
Yeah, there's... it's the testicles are still there, but they don't grow. They're inside that giant sac. There will be two, probably atrophic little testicle.
Atrophic.
Yeah, you get that if you come in second place or something.
Dr. Chip.
So
I kind of like Dr. Chip.
But yeah, a lot of the tissue in there will become just sort of boggy, and there might not necessarily be a lot of free fluid, although there may well be. In one that size, he's probably got a few gallons of fluid, as well as just tissue that's boggy and enlarged,
swollen and fucking impregnated with fluid.
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
So how do you take care of this?
Surgery is the only option on that. Compression will actually make it.
Does everyone get soaked in the operating room?
Oh yeah.
Wait, compression will do what?
Compression will just make it worse. Like, so people think, well, you got a swollen leg, you put them in a compression stocking, but compressing swollen ball bag will actually make the problem worse.
So you can't jump up and down on it?
Yeah, just fucking.
Sometimes people with cancer, you can get torsion of the testicles will cause torsion of testicles where you twist the cord of the testicle so much that it cuts off the blood supply. Now that's a surgical emergency, but usually doesn't cause a scrotum that's 14 pounds or 40 pounds or whatever you said.
You could probably lose a testicle that way if it's not receiving nourishment.
Absolutely.
Oh, Jesus!
This guy got it up to 134 pounds.
You chicks think it's fucking your tits are a problem. Jesus Christ! Got these fucking balls hanging down.
Imagine trying to walk around with that shit hanging between your legs.
Oh my God!
Yeah, you have to bounce on him or something.
I really think I like this one.
So much fluid.
Wow, Dr. Steve, that's terrible.
You want to take ball bag questions right now?
Yeah, sure.
Because you're freaking out everybody. We got a guy, Rocco, in Jersey, needs to talk to you immediately.
It's Rocco.
Rocco, what's up?
Dr. Steve, 44. I got big sack of varicose veins. I mean, I think for me they're big. And, they hurt when someone touches them, like my wife touches them. Maybe Chip could touch them. Anyway, what do you suggest?
Okay, I missed it.
He's got a big ball sack full of varicose veins.
Oh, okay. Yeah, if you read, a lot of people will have that. There are veins around the testicles that draw the heat away. You may know that you can only make sperm if the testicles are 3 to 6 degrees below body temperature, and so there's like a heat exchanger, which is this plexus of veins around the testicle that draws heat away back up into the body, and you can get varicose veins there just like you can anywhere else in the lower extremities.
Ow.
And when you reach down there and it'll feel like a bag of worms.
Just can't go fishing with them now.
When that happens, they lose their heat exchange capability, and so people with varicocele, which is what that's called, will very often be infertile. And the only way that this can be treated is, if you want to treat it, is to have a urologist strip away those veins.
Now, Dr. Steve, you're talking about the temperature of the ball bag. That's kind of why it hangs down there. So it's like it's like an air-cooled little engine. Now, if I wear socks on my ball bag, just pull and keep it real warm, would it not? Is that a good form of birth control?
Well, it's not I wouldn't say it was a reliable form of birth control, but it would affect your sperm count over time.
Yeah, if I fuck a girl and I have like a 100-watt light bulb and I lay my balls on them as I'm pounding away, problem?
Yes, yeah, it would look like your balls just had a great idea.
Dr. Chipperson, Steve, guy. Wow, that's something.
Yeah, that's a crazy fucking thing to have.
Oh, varicose veins.
Varicose fucking veins
And
in your ball bag.
you'd be infertile.
Yeah.
So I guess you'd have to move out of fertile. So get to another town or something.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, wearing a little thin there.
Yeah.
That's I'm wearing thins, because it's really nice outside. Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Rocco. We're going to move on to the next ball bag problem. We got Louie in Westchester. Louie, you're on with Dr. Steve.
Yeah.
What's going on, guys?
Hey, man.
Dr. Steve, I got a black little spot in the middle of my ball bag.
Oh, boy.
He got a what?
You
black
heard him.
spot.
You heard him.
Oh, a black spot. Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Yeah.
Is it painful at all?
Not really.
Okay, and is it raised a little bit? Like there might be a little something under the skin there?
Possibly, maybe I'm feeling it right now.
Oh.
It might be a little raised.
How big is it?
It's not very big. I would say the size of a small pimple.
Your cock?
Okay.
No, not my cock.
The ball bag is real, or it's very prone to developing little cysts. If you look at your nut sack, you may see these little white spots all over the place. Those are called Fordyce spots, which are actually
What are they called?
Fordyce.
Thanks. I was gonna do that.
Yeah. What do you guys call you something? Yeah.
They are little sebaceous glands, little oil glands, and every once in a while, one of those things will get really clogged up and cause a blackhead.
Oh, jeez.
It'll be.
Ladies, don't get too turned on with this fucking discussion about our fucking zitty ball bags.
Exactly.
With
This one's for you.
sebaceous
This one's
fucking-
for you.
Yeah.
Wow,
One
that's
for
great.
the ladies.
It doesn't look like a blackhead, though.
Okay. If it's black and it's on your skin and it's not a blackhead, I would get it.
You're
looked at.
unemployed. What?
Wow. Jeez.
Just to either a dermatologist or a urologist, let them take a look at it. Those kinds of things are the hardest thing to diagnose over the air.
You know what that means?
Oh, boy. You know what that means.
I don't want a piece of that.
Yeah, he doesn't want any responsibility.
I'm just saying, if I could see
Good
it,
luck
I
with the
could tell
chemo.
what it is immediately. But
Yeah.
you know, you can get little vascular changes of the skin in the ball bag too, because the skin is so thin. You get a little thing called a hemangioma.
Jesus, all this stuff we could get.
I'd
when
have
Dr.
to
Steve's on
taste
the
it
phone.
to get a diagnosis.
It's a hemangioma is a collection of capillaries, and they're usually red, but every once in a while one will clot off and it will turn black. So that may be what it is, and but I definitely get it checked. Any black lesion on the skin needs to get checked.
Oh.
All right. Thank you. Let's move on to, this is a terrific segment here. Why don't we
Yes.
move on to Steve in Massachusetts? He's got 3 testicles, Dr. Steve. Steve?
I'm actually looking for Chip's opinion.
Okay.
What does Chip think?
What's your question?
I have 3 balls. Well, kind of two and a quarter balls.
Oh.
Yeah. What's your nickname? Like the 3 bald wonder or something? Yeah.
Extra testicle.
Fucking, he loses air lab. That's the best.
It was just such a disappointment.
It really was. After riding so high.
Like, I knew he had his hopes up for a really good Chip one, and
yes.
Chip just lets you down
gave-
every time.
Chip gave you nothing.
So, Steve, you got 2 regular balls and 1 that's a lot smaller, making the third.
Yeah, it's like a 2.5 Men show or something.
Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah?
What do you think? What causes that?
Dr. Steve, have you heard of this?
Sure. It's most likely a collection. The third testicle is most likely a collection of fluid.
Yay.
Yeah,
We
he
love when you
said
say
it.
fluid.
That's his catchphrase.
Yeah.
If you take a pen light and put it behind that third testicle, and if it lights up like VT's finger, it's most likely a clear collection of fluid called a hydrocele.
Hydrocele.
They can bounce the ball in its nose or something.
And if you just let your doctor take a look at it, they can usually tell if that's what it is. Those things don't have to be removed. if they're not bothering you. Now, if it's opaque, then it needs to be evaluated with a testicular ultrasound.
Oh boy!
And they can usually tell whether it's a problem or something.
What are the odds it's part of his dead brother that never fully developed?
A conjoined twin that only. It's a little face on it.
Got to go through life with his one little testicle.
Imagine that he shines the light through it and it goes, help me. It starts talking and looking around. Oh, your little brother in your ball bag.
Don't dilly-dally. We need the answer.
Love you guys. A long time.
Oh, everyone's talking.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Steve.
All right. He's a long-time listener.
I appreciate it.
Bye, Dr. Steve.
Dr. Steve.
Thank you, buddy.
Yeah. Oh, am I leaving too?
No, we got one more.
Oh, okay.
Wait, what's going on?
Every once in a while, they'll have these cysts.
I want to try to get a picture with the VJs.
Ooh, the VJs.
But you can open these cysts.
If Jimmy gets his picture, I don't know. We'll figure it out after the show rolling. Let's say hi to Joe in Indiana. One more for Dr. Steve before we let him go. Joe.
Hey, you. I had this problem when I had to deal with it for about the last 4 years, and then in the end of February I just had surgery for it. So
when you had the enlarged scrotum, how big did yours get?
Maybe the size of like a junior basketball. Like you'd have your little kid play with.
What the fuck?
Come on, how did you fucking function with that?
I did. It's not very easy, but you do. You learn to deal with it. There's no way that dude out that had that 134 pound. There's no way. I mean, mine got to the point where it was starting to block off the urine flow and stuff, and that's the reason. I mean, and I've been to the doctors. Dude. I've been to urologists. I was to family doctors, and all trying to figure it out. And they knew
David Allen Greer.
Yeah.
But they couldn't ever figure out why we couldn't get it off. Well,
Jimmy's talking
to a specialist.
Yeah, Joe.
And the specialist said they had to do surgery.
Just came out of shade.
Or going in the shade. Yeah, that's crazy, Joe, I think.
Wow.
So, did you have to get, bigger pants or fucking... You obviously didn't go to the beach for a while, huh?
No. No. No, not really.
How excited Jimmy is. Got his camera. Did he get a picture?
No, because they're friends. David Allen Greer, recognized Jimmy. So that's why Jimmy's very excited.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, Joe.
Wow. That's
crazy.
Fucked up, dude.
Oh, the surgery was a mother, dude, man. They take a skin
He's waiting for the VJs.
They remove
That's like his big get for the day.
He's checking his camera.
Yeah.
Look, he's doing test shots.
He's doing a test shot with Kenny.
Always the test shot.
Holy shit.
Yeah, Joe.
Yeah. Wow. Whoa.
Wow, that sounds really
Holy
bad.
shit.
Now he's checking the test shot to make sure.
Is Kenny going to take the picture?
Properly.
Does Kenny have proper clearance?
Yeah, Kenny will be taking the picture.
Yeah.
When Jimmy does it with the VJ.
Holy shit. Dude, were you with a girl at the time or
No.
No? How long did you have it?
I dealt with it for about 4 years.
So you weren't with a girl for 4 years?
Yeah.
Holy shit, what's wrong with you?
Well,
Homo?
about the first 2 years, it wasn't so bad. It was probably the size of a baseball, but then in the last,
even a baseball is bad enough.
Exactly. Sorry, yours got up to a mini basketball, but even a baseball
you
would
can't.
be a major
can't get
issue
into,
for a guy.
You can't get into the sack with a chick with a baseball-sized ball bag.
Did you curse God?
No, but whatever was going on.
Mine got up to a fucking, a baseball. I'd be cursing God.
Cursing God.
I'd be saying, "Why me?"
Well, yeah, I guess.
All right, Joe, that was a great story.
Thank you, Joe.
We appreciate it. Dr. Steve, you got anything for Joe?
No, just be well, my brother.
Yeah.
Be well, my brother.
Dr. Steve, you want to plug anything?
Sure, God, weird medicine.